What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, having a good morning. Man, it is a Trill Tape Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? We got to look into this film and see what's going on, man. See what's happening, man. See what's hating on us. See the things that we got to correct. See the things that we got to adjust. You know, what went wrong, man, in this game, man? Because it's a lot of positives, but it's still a reason that we didn't walk away with that W. So we got to address the issues. And after this, you know, maybe one more show about the defense, and then we move on to the NYC Giants. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's doing great today. Please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building with it. Shout out to the members. Shout out to Jeremy Salas. Shout out to Desmond Iron Man, Charlie Jones, Data Yoga. Shout out to everybody rocking, all of the members. And now, shout out to everybody else, you know, all of the other supporters. It is greatly appreciated. Shout out to Michael Lockhart, Miss Etta Lockhart, Cowboys Click, Dave Moore, and Desmond Iron Man, Joe Tranchina, Kelvin Hicks, Miss Regina Green with the green. Who else? Raymond Salas, Carl Main sliding in, Lawrence Moore. Yes, sir, man. I hope everybody's doing great today. Israel, Madrid. Make sure y'all hit that like and share, man. We got to get this trap jumping around the corner. Y'all know they took me all the way out of the algorithm. So I do need y'all help to get back right, man. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. Just to check before we get too deep into this thing now. You understand? Let's go. Let's do it. What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Yes, sir. Okay, I see ones in the building, so we good. It's clear to move on. But you know, first and foremost, we got to make sure these haters doing the most. And that's what they was put on God's green earth to do. You already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Hey, the algorithm trying to take me off my rhythm now. Let's get this thing jumping now. Let's go. Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad.
Hey, that coffee is coffeeing. We in here. We gotta have some tough discussions today. You know what I'm saying? Some tough discussions today. Let's get it. You just a ball boy. I'm real fly. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these shares up. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'ma run up the summer. Yeah, yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to James Simmons, PLP, Troy Moore, Michelle Green. We in here. Terence Steele. Let's go. But screw it, just let them hate. Hey, let's get it. And they just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, let's go. And we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, hey. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through your phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir. I promise. Make no mistake about it, man. Hey, man, I know we coming off an ugly L, but you know we still will prevail. You know that. I never give up hope in my Dallas Cowboys, man. I know we took an L. It was a tough loss, but I promise you, I am very encouraged, man, especially after looking at some of this film, y'all. I feel a little good about my team. We went into this season with a lot of questions, right? We went into this game with a lot of questions, right? A lot of people were still wondering about this offense. I think them questions got answered. A lot of people was wondering about this, Texas Coast and Mike McCarthy, the way Dak playing, CeeDee Lamb getting spamming CeeDee Lamb. A lot of people was worried about stuff like that, but I think a lot of those questions got answered. And, it's positive vibes going into the future, y'all. It is. Positive vibes going into the future. Shout out to Cowboys. Click with the $1.99 for your mind out the gate, man. I appreciate you, sir. He says Jason, Osa, DeBarkers, they're doing their jobs. Who is Jason? I don't know. Maybe my mind is mistaking me, Let me know if I'm forgetting who Jason is. Shout out to Lil O.S. Tyler. Shout out to you too, sir. Shout out to Terence Steele. And, J-Run. Okay, yeah, they was doing their thing. It's a lot of positives coming out of this game, y'all. That's why I said it's hard for me to just be mad. It's hard for me to be mad because I know we just fell short. You know what I'm saying? We just fell this short, and I like my chances going forward. I think the next time around, we will prevail. Shout out to Talk Montana sliding in, man. The members in the building. We trapping in the building. You know that. But we finna get into some of this film work, man. We gotta have a discussion about Mr. Terence Steele and some more of the other things that went wrong. But I just got a collection of plays that caught my eye when I was watching film on the offensive side of the ball. So we're gonna just take a look at it. But at the same time, man, I do want y'all to understand. We understand that Terence Steele is coming off an injury. We understand that. So we do gotta take that into consideration, put that into perspective. But at the same time, it is a thin line between you toughing it out, you soldiering up, you manning up, booting up, suiting up for your football team. It's a thin line between that and actually hurting your football team. It's a thin line, y'all. It's a thin line between the two. So I think, at one point you got to weigh the pros and cons to the point where, I want to go, but maybe I shouldn't go. Just for the help of just to not to hurt the team, right? You got to look at this. Dak Prescott is one hit away. He could be one hit away from being hurt, and that could damage your whole season. We already know that. So it's very, very risky dealing with players who not playing up the par or being injured or playing playing outside of their character. That's very risky, man. So we got to take all of that into consideration. We need our QB1 to be protected. I don't care who foot that step on, who feather that ruffles. I don't care about that. Hey, QB1 must be protected. Protect him at all costs because we know this season won't be close to the season that we needed to be without his services. So it is what it is. We got to protect our quarterback. But let's take a look at some of this stuff, man. Let's take a look at it, some of this stuff that I was looking at with Mr. Terence Steele. Whew. Oh, man. So I got him pointed out right here. He's on the right side. Getting beat off the bat. That is not ideal technique along no lines at all. Because you look at it, this is the best way you can look at it. We know that Tyron Smith is a veteran, a gold jacket type of guy. So he's playing the opposite side, and basically they mirror each other. So what Tyron does on the left side, that's what Terence Steele should be doing on the right side. So it's pretty much the same. So if you look at it, look at how wide Tyron is and look how narrow Terence is. See, this is the stuff that you can't be caught doing. You can see Tyron Smith's body is he's getting a little lower. Terence Steele is almost standing straight up. Now I know he's super tall, so that might be, a part of the reason why he's not as low, but you gotta get a little lower than that. Everybody knows in football, low man wins. And it's just small little details. Now, then you take a look at this. He committed too much on his jab that Reddick did. You see, he's already out of position right now. He's out of position that quick. And boom, just a straight run to the football. So I think Terence is dealing with some some mental stuff right now. I think there's some confidence stuff. I don't really think it's like, because we've seen him do better in his technique like this. This is not normal Terence Steele technique right here, so I'm not going to put him on this. But, you know, when you're a right tackle, you need to have your right hand ready to punch. Look at him. Did you see a punch in his right hand at all? We didn't even... Did you see him even get a punch on him? So that right there lets you know he gave up leverage way too quick. He was out of position. He lunging. He's tiptoeing. All of these things are sins when it comes to being an offensive tackle in the NFL, man. You cannot do stuff like that if you want to win, especially against a premier pass rusher like Hassan Reddick, man. So, you know, that was a blunder right there. You see Tony making a decent little run, even off of a fumble snap right there. But this is the next play. So Terence Steele had a bad series. It was like 3 or 4. It was like 3 or 4 in a row. That's what was concerning, man. It was like 3 or 4 in a row. This is Trill Tape Tuesdays, man. This is what we doing over here in the trap. We finna make sure we push this so people can understand what we got going on over here. So look at Terence Steele once again. So we finna see, boom, getting beat with the hands. Dak had to go do something amazing. Throw this on the run. That was just absolute wizardry from your quarterback, man. Give your boy Dak Prescott a round of applause for dodging that right there. This is absolute wizardry right here. This is next level right here. So check him out. Terence got beat in the same way again with his hands. He's not getting wide enough. He's not kicking far enough, in my opinion. He's too high. He need to get low. Look, he's lunging. He's leaning forward. Look at his tiptoes. Look, this stuff right here is fundamental tackle practices. Do you see his heel is not even on the ground? That's the worst position for a tackle to be in football. Look at Terence Steele tiptoes. He's on his tiptoes, man. They tell you, that's one of the first rules they tell you as a tackle. Do not lean forward. Do not lean forward. Do not be on your tiptoes. You do not want all your weight on your tiptoes. Somebody answer me this. Do you think you can have any balance while you leaning on your tiptoes? Right? Do you think you can have balance on your tiptoes? Somebody let me know that. You cannot have balance on your tiptoes. That's like a cardinal sin. So he's way too high for one. He's lunging and he's on his tiptoes. It's just all the way bad, bro. It's all the way bad. It's all the way bad, man. And we know. Wait a minute, y'all gotta see me for this. So give me a second. Y'all gotta see me for this because listen, this is not Bash Terence Steele Day. I'm not here trying to do that, but I am trying to send out a message to the people that, bro, this is urgent. This is something that could be a big hindrance for us. Now, this is what I want us to take into consideration. This is definitely not a guy who woke up yesterday and was just bad at football. This ain't that. This dude ain't wake up yesterday and was bad at football. I feel like him laboring this injury, him thinking about this injury, the mental hurdles of this injury is just messing him all the way up. Like, bro, we've seen Terence Steele be dominant as a right tackle. We've seen him be at least pretty good at pass pro. This is just, he was not fundamentally sound at all. Like, it wasn't even close, y'all. Now, when we break this stuff down, like, you know, you got to go from the head to the foot. When you want to get real nuance and real in depth with this offensive line stuff, you got to break it down all the way. But just in those small details that I seen, this man was leaning, he was lunging. All of those are cardinal sins when it comes to playing offensive line, man. You cannot do that. And he way too long to be doing that. So that's the stuff that I don't like. That's the stuff that's very discouraging when you look at Terence Steele. We know we love him. I feel like he can get better, but at the same time, we cannot afford to do that, man. We cannot afford to play him in this type of situation, bro, because listen, it's all fun and games until Dak Prescott get hurt, bro. It's all fun and games.
Trap.
Man, shout out to my guy El Professor, man, coming in the clutch, man, with the $49.99, man. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Everybody give him a round of applause, man, because he been holding us down, y'all. He been holding us down. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, sir. We're going to have to do something special for you, man, because you've been holding us down over here in the trap, and we really appreciate it. He said, let me put some money down for your coffee, sir. Extra espresso shot, Trill Tape Tuesday. Hey, man.
Trap.
Hey, man, look, you know the show finna be lit when I have 2 cups. Now, when I wake up early and get me a cup and then have a cup for the show, it's over with. That's prime landlord right there. That's prime landlord right there. That's prime landlord right there, man. So I appreciate you, sir. I really do, man. That goes a long way in me doing this, me getting up every day and committing to this, man. So I appreciate you. But I do want to see, man, what y'all think about this, man. What y'all think about this? This is very concerning, bro. When you take that into consideration, bro, it's all it takes is one play. All it takes is one play for Dak Prescott to be hurt, man. That's all it takes. And I'm finna stop even saying that. I'm done talking about that. Y'all get the idea. All it takes is one play. So, you know, we need to sound the alarm, bro. Like, this is alarming. Like, you can't be just getting beat in 1.3 seconds on a consistent basis, bro. So, I know I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because I know he's coming off an injury. I know this is definitely not Terence Steele. He's a shell of himself right now. This is not the Terence Steele that we know. This man didn't do nothing fundamental at all. So we know he's not that bad. We know he's not that bad, bro. Can anybody, well, look, he wasn't great at pass pro. He was never great at pass pro. That's my opinion. He was never great at pass pro. But we know Terence ain't that bad, bro. Come on now. Terence ain't that bad, bro. We know Terence Steele is not that bad, bro. Because, look, he was looking like rookie, free agent, undrafted free agent Terence Steele right there. He was. Like, I'm talking about from no fundamental point where he was doing his job. So, let's continue, man. I promise y'all I'm not trying to bash Terence Steele, but this is so important. It's so alarming that it can really hinder our team. So, it has to be said. It has to be said. So if the Cowboys sit up here and let this continue and nobody does nothing, we going to be mad. We'll have the right to be mad. We'll have the right to turn up in here. We'll have the right to go down there and march on them boys, on the Joneses for letting this happen. We'll have the right because y'all see this happening. Screw all the politics. I don't care how much money you paid him. You know what I'm saying? If he continue to play like this, you got to sit him down, bro. You got to sit him down. It is what it is. Hey, cut your losses. You hating that you pay him these millions of dollars, right? How about you getting a bad right tackle and a hurt player? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it no more. How about you get both of those? Nobody wants that. So we're gonna have to really take that into consideration, man. Hey, maybe we give him a game or two to redeem himself. But after that, sir, hey. That's by, hey, you gotta significantly improve, bro. You gotta significantly improve. I think that's fair, y'all. I really do. I think that's fair. That's fair. And we're not here to do him dirty like that, bro. But improvements must be made, sir. Improvements must be made. Shout out to Cowboys Click with the $9.99. He says, put Tyler Smith over there and Richards in Tyler's spot. We barely lost him. Opposing best team in the league. The refs called some shitty calls. So, yeah, you right about that, man. We are not getting rewarded with no calls. We're not finna get looked out for by the refs at all. And I wonder is my brother HTM still in the building. Because, look, bro, I know we was up here. We want to try to get Mike McCarthy to put his feet to the fire. But listen, we actually was helping them too. From time to time, we actually went and gave them chips too, bro. So that's what make it even sad. Like, I can prove this. Like, okay, HTM, we was saying, hey, you can't allow that. You can't allow that. Bruh, they was actually helping them, HTM. They actually gave him some chips. But you can't chip all game. You can't do it all game, bro. Like that'll basically cripple you in your strategy for your offense. Like you can't chip every play all game. Now I actually see that we could have did it more. I'll give you that. We could have chipped them more. Look, I promise you, ATM, I could pull up the film. We actually was chipping on his side. We actually had Rico chipping. We had Tony chipping. We actually helped him. But it just like, now think about this. Out of all the reps that we seen, he actually got help on a few of them. So the ones that he didn't get help on, that make it even worse with all of those he gave up. Like, bro, he actually got chips on his side. No lie, I promise y'all. Like I said, I'll be the one that get crucified. I don't care about stuff like that because that's how much I want my team to win. If Landlord turned out to be wrong, if Terence Steele turned out to be the greatest player ever after this, I would be happy. But I don't care about what the criticism is. I don't care about that. I want my team to win. I'll be the sacrificial lamb for this team to win. If I see something urgent, I don't care. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, we got to fix this. We got to fix this. Because I know everybody in this chat box is sick of taking L's, bro. We sick of losing. So it's time to go get this W, man. We can't let stuff like this slide. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Man, if Dak Prescott had like a 6-7 stretch and he was just awful, because, like, you know, some people had bad stretches. But if Dak was just awful, like he throwing 5 interceptions, 3 interceptions, just missing players left and right all game, and just, like, everything was there, but he just missing the plays all day, all game for 6-7 games straight. Boy, I'd be like, bro, we got to get his ass off the field, like, straight up. Trap. I know that's hard for some people to believe because they know how big I am on Dak, but I'm serious. Like, that's how I'm not a Dak Cowboys fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. It's the star of everything, bro. So I don't care who it is hindering my team, bro. This is urgent. Like, we need them to do right. You know what I'm saying? It is urgent. So yeah, I don't care who it is. Whoever it is hurting my team from winning, they need to get dealt with. Like, that is just point blank period for me. Shout out to B-Bird with the $5 super. He said this front office prides themselves on signing hurt players to get them at a bargain rate. Now it looks like T. Steele and Gallup took advantage of the front office. Man. It's a collection of decisions that's hindering us. And what's so strange, what's so crazy, for a normal team, this would be doom and gloom for them. For a normal team, listen to this. This how talented your team is. This the only silver lining in this dark cloud. Your team so talented that, look, y'all finna trip out on this because I don't know if nobody pointed this out. But hey, you in the trap, baby. You in the trap. Your team so talented that we survived a bad draft class. We survived moving on from Dalton Schultz and Ezekiel Elliott. We surviving bad play from some of our players, no production from some of our free agents that we got, and we still 5-3. This is so crazy. When you put that into perspective, what you think? Bro, we're not getting the production that we thought we was gonna get from Brandon Cooks. Even though I don't know if it's his fault, we're just talking about the ills. We're not talking about the why. We're talking about the what. Like, what happened. It don't matter why. We're not talking about why right now. What we're talking about is we're not getting nowhere near the production that we thought we would get from Brandon Cooks. We thought Brandon Cooks finna turn this up. So, okay, if we talking about the what is Brandon Cooks ain't turning out to be who we thought he was. We lost Trey, so Stephon Gilmore ain't really turning out to be who we thought he was. So, like, we're really not getting none of the production that we thought we'd get from our free agents. We're not getting anything from this draft class, and we still 5-3. So that right there should at least give you a little confidence. If this draft class come out, Holiday's not working out to the level that we thought he was either. Trap. So, bro, when we take all of this stuff into consideration, we still 5-3 at the end of the day. And we still got the rest of the league. We still got everything we wanted in front of us. We still got everything we wanted in front of us right now. And we 5-3 with all of those bad moves and bad pulls from the draw. That's it. Yeah, see, I ain't calling him trash. I just said, hey, he's not. I'm not talking about the why right now, Big Dad. I know you weren't talking about me, but I want to make sure I'm being clear on what I'm saying here. I'm not talking about the why. I'm just talking about what's going on. Know what I'm saying? Maybe, hey, we don't know. Maybe Turpin could be a 1,000-yard receiver. We don't know. But he's not getting the opportunity, so it's like it don't matter right now. We just talking about what's going on. So, look, we're not getting what we thought we'd get from B. Cooks. We're not getting what we thought we'd get from Tony Pollard. We're not getting what we thought we'd get from Isaac Smith or anybody in this draft class. So, it's just a lot of stuff that we dealing with. Tiring, injury, going back and forth out of the game. Like, bruh, and we still 5-3. That shows you that gotta be a little coaching. That gotta be just a talented ass team. That's what it looked like. We are very talented to be able to dodge all these bullets and still be in the running. So if we can get some of those cards to fall in our place, we could really end up being a dominant team. So, you know, it's mid-season, but it's still kind of early. We still got a lot of games left. Nobody knows how this is going to play out throughout the rest of the season. Hopefully, we can get some of these things to turn in our direction. Hopefully, we see Schoonmaker start turning up. Hopefully, we start seeing other players, you know, Brandon Cook start turning up. It's not over. We just talking about at this point right now. Who knows? Brandon Cook might still go for 1,000 yards. We don't know. I see, bro, we got 100 plus people in here, man. Y'all hit this like button, man. Don't do me like that. It's 58 people in here. I mean, it's 58 likes. Wait a minute. Y'all got me with the ugly cry. It's early, too. Look at the disappointment on that young man's face. You got me walking around with my head down. How you gonna disappoint a baby? What more do you want from me? You got me staring out the window. Now I gotta give you that ugly cry. Oh my goodness, man. Hit that like a shelf for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Y'all got me cooking today, man, because I feel it, bro. I know there's something that we haven't touched on, we haven't thought about, but through all the adversity that this team went through, we still on a positive trajectory. We still on a decent track right now. Hey, I think a normal team, they probably be 0-7 right now. They might be they might be a 2-win team right now. You know what I'm saying? So we still decent. We still got a talented team, and we still got everything. All of our goals is still in front of us. It don't matter. It was only one team that was undefeated and won the Super Bowl, and that was the Dolphins. So hey, as bad as you feel about your team, the Chiefs lost to the Colts last year. Hey, they had Matt Ryan at quarterback. So, look, don't let a loss make you feel like you don't have a chance or you don't have a shot, bro. This is a long season. The NFL is week to week. You never know what can happen. We still in this fight. So, I don't want people to give up. A loss like this is encouraging to me. A loss like the 49ers will make me cuss everybody out. That's what I can't sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, sugarcoating that like that. Everybody will be held accountable. I was going in on the San Francisco game. Like, I don't know if you caught my reaction. I was going in because that right there I can't stand for. That right there was a team that quit. That wasn't what you seen Sunday, y'all. Your team came to play. We just got the short end of the stick. If you ever competed in this world, if you ever played on any team, that just happens sometimes. Sometimes you just lose and everything went right for the other team. It was an even matchup. It was a hard-fought bout. You do not have shame in a close game. You don't. You walk in the middle of the field and shake their hand and say, I got your next game. I got your next game. It is what it is. But let's get back into some more of this film, man. Y'all got me cooking low key, but I got y'all. Let's get back into some more of this. I hope I ain't put too much more Terence Steele on here though. You know, hope I ain't do that. Cause I ain't trying to do Terence dirty, bro. But hey, this is alarming. This is depressing. You know, this is not good. But let's see. Let's see what he doing. This the matchup right here. Look at him. He already out of position. He lunging, leaning, tiptoes. Hey, if anybody, I got 113 people in my YouTube chat. I know at least one of y'all play offensive lineman. Somebody tell me how bad it is to be on your tiptoes as an O-lineman. This is 2 plays in a row we seen him on his tiptoes. Somebody let me know. Because Landlord played wide receiver. You can't tell me tiptoes is the worst position for an O-lineman to be in. All your weight is going forward. You are in a terrible position to be blocking anybody. Listen, look at the sign Reddit. Everybody said it was his hands. I disagree. It's his whole fundamental techniques, all of them. Cause look, this man is tiptoeing, leaning. This man is in an angle right now. Look at this. He is done. He's cooked. But look at young Ryan Dakota making something out of nothing. Look at this throw. This is absolutely absurd, young Ryan Dakota. This throw is ridiculous, sir. You had no business making this throw, young Ryan. What are you doing? This man is ridiculous. Dak is different. Look at him. You dodge one of the best pass rushers in football and make this throw on the run. Hey, man. But hey, all we get is Dak hate over here. All we hear is Dak hate. That's all we hear about. Now here goes some positives though. We see Cavante Turpin, the spark plug. You know, we got Turbo Turpin. We call him a lot of things, but I look at him as a spark plug for this offense. And sometimes when we struggling, maybe we need to involve him more. Maybe we need to put him in some kind of packages. Maybe we do. So let's see. Now, this kind of like a whip route, kind of like an out route. It's not a traditional out. I don't believe it's like more like a whip, but we'll see. Let's see how Cavante Turpin get the cooking with this whip route right here. Because this is the stuff that you want to see. You want to see him matched up on players that can't keep up with him. Can't nobody on that field match up with Turpin athletically. So we need to expose that. Look at him. Look at that release. Look, and then listen, I want y'all to hear this. I promise y'all. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what it is today, but I feel it today. Listen, I promise y'all, man, Philly was grabbing and pulling the whole entire game, bro. Trap. I challenge any content creator. I challenge any Eagle or whoever want to challenge me. Go watch the film. Them boys was pulling and tugging and grabbing our receivers the whole game, and they was getting away with it. So I'm not sitting up here making excuses for the refs, but I'm just saying I need y'all to pay attention. Even on that first drive, when Dak Prescott threw the ball to CeeDee Lamb on that out route, no lie, they had hooked and pulled CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee turned around like, what's going on? Ain't nobody say nothing. So this is what I want y'all to understand. They was letting them boys play. But then you see Gilly barely getting into contact. And it's a PI. That's crazy. So people say it's excuses. People say it's complaints. But a lot of people, man, you don't understand, bro. If you never played, it's certain things to this game you wouldn't get. So I'm not saying that you gotta play. I'm not trying to diss people who didn't play. But if you play, it's still a blueprint. You gotta know how to have that relationship with the referees. You got to. If y'all being inconsistent, how the hell we gonna play? How? Trap. If you letting them pull and tug and hook, but then as soon as we make any kind of contact, we get a penalty. How we gonna even know how to play? The refs got to be consistent. That's why we asking. We're not asking for special treatment. We asking for fairness across the board. That's all we saying. So if I can't gauge on how the referee's gonna call the game, we doomed. We doomed. It got to be a relationship between the two. We got to be like, okay, these refs calling it tight. Everybody who played, we know how it go. We come into the game like, okay, all it takes is like a first quarter or maybe like the first two series. We like, okay, the refs calling it's tight, so we got to be a little careful. The refs calling it's tight, so we can't be pulling, we can't be grabbing, we got to watch what we do. That's all I'm saying, man. It's a relationship between the coaches, the players, and the referees. We got to understand how you going to call this game. And it got to be fair. So if we can't come to that conclusion, man, we going to be at a disadvantage. It is what it is. That is no doubt about that. And it ain't no way around it, man. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not complaining about the particular calls. I'm complaining about the consistency. Make it consistent across the board, sir. Like, let me know what the standard is. That's just like you going into your job and you already got your job description down, but they don't tell you how good or bad you need to be doing this. Like, you don't know what the bar is. So you need to know what the bar is, what the expectations is from the referees. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about any particular call. We got to understand what the standard is, what the foundation is that we playing on. That's all I'm saying. All I ask is for fairness. That's it. That's it. I think that's fair. But young Ryan Dakota out here working wizardry. But this right here was critical right here, man. This was critical. This was critical right here. MG, you know I fight for you, man. So, hey, you know how some of them athletes be like, oh, y'all don't do nothing but diss us. Y'all, they be getting their attitude. They be getting their feelings. You can't say that about me. I support my players. I give them their props when they do well. And so if I do it one way, I got to be fair when I do it the other way. But MG, you got to catch this, man. This third down. This is third down. This is a drive-killing drop right here. This is a drive-killing drop right here. This what got you 3 points. And look, hold up. Let me go back. What that score said? What the score said? It's tied up. We could have went up 21-14 if you would have caught that football. We don't know. I feel like we would have scored 7 on that. They got lucky with that drop. And you dropped the ball. That's just terrible, man. That's just terrible. So hold on. Was that fourth down or was that third down? Wait a minute. That was fourth? Don't tell me that was fourth down. My bad. Don't tell me that was fourth. Okay, 3rd and 3 right here. I was about to say, boy, that better not be fourth down. It's still the same though. You took points off the board. That's a 4-point drop right there. That can't happen, my MG. That can't happen. That can't happen right there. And you look, every wide receiver know this. This is a fundamental error right here. Look at what y'all see. Let's see if the class know. What y'all see? What did Michael Gallup do wrong right here? What did he do wrong, y'all? What did he do wrong? Somebody let me know. What did Michael Gallup do wrong right here? I need to see what my people been paying attention to me. Body catch a little that's an issue too. But there you go, Fresh King. Shout out to Fresh King Cowboys. See, y'all be paying attention in class. Y'all be paying attention. Look at it. It's right there in front of your eyes. Michael Gallup head is turned. What the ball at? How your head ain't looking at the ball? Like, bro, it be these small details, the nuances that burn us every time. On a third down, you can't do that, MG. That's unacceptable right there. Small fundamental details. Listen, I promise y'all, I had some hands, man. I'm gonna bring some of my people that played with me in here. I had hands when I played wide receiver. I could catch anything. Like, I felt like, hey, I'm almost on the Odell level, man. Y'all better quit playing with me. But listen, no lie. This is the easiest way to drop the ball. Like, I don't care how good your hands is. If you sit up here and run and turn your head before you catch the ball, that's the easiest way to drop a ball. And that's exactly what happened. All you can do is just beat your chest, say, dang, my bad, Dak. But that's unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable right there. That's unacceptable. That's a critical drop right there. Shout out to El Professor, man, with the $10 super. He says, he said not to change the subject, landlord, but we got to stop swapping jerseys with the ops. We got to stop acting Charmin's toilet paper soft. We're not friends with those that want our head. Absolutely, man. Hey, we gotta get back to the old school, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta kind of get back to the old school mentality. Our OGs like Michael Irvin and all of those Emmitt Smith and them and people like that, they need to talk to these young guys and let them know, like, we don't behave that way. We can let these other teams do all this new school stuff, but we don't behave that way. And this was a critical play right here too. I know this was a tough catch. I know this was a tough throw. Dak is out of his mind these days. Trap. This boy Dak is out of his mind these days, sir. But look at this throw. And y'all question, is Dak like that? Y'all say Dak is conservative. He's this and that. Man, look at this throw. It is 3 people surrounding him right here. 3 people. And he put it on a line. He put it on a dot. Jake Ferguson, just be real. Our boy Jake heard them footsteps then. Trap. If you don't know what that means, that's football terminology there. Hey, he heard them people coming and he did not want to get hit. Hey, Jake heard them footsteps. Cause look, he didn't even put in a real effort to catch this ball. Like, look, he seen them 2 people. He seen this man right here. But look, this all I'm gonna say. Jake, you had a phenomenal game. I think he had career highs across the board type vibes. But listen, if you want to be that dude, you got to make that catch. You got to make this catch for your quarterback, bro. You got to make this catch. Look, I don't care. We've seen tough catches before. Especially a tight end. That's pretty much your role. You got to be able to make this catch. You got to make a tough catch. That could have changed the game right there. The other teammates might have seen that and got inspired and been like, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Trap. You got to bring that down. And you know, as a wide receiver, we know if you get 2 hands on the football, you got to catch that, man. You got to catch that. But the DB made a good play and lunged the ball out. But, hey, if you catch that ball quickly, if you bring that ball in and tuck it, hey, that's a completion. I think he heard them footsteps and got a little fear in him. Because, look at this. You mean to tell me he can't make that catch? I know some people said, nah, the DB this and that. You don't think he could have made that catch? Look at this play right now. You don't think Ferguson should have made that catch? You don't think he should have made that catch? Give me a 1 if he should have made that catch. Give me a 2 if he should, if it was just messed up. Because look, I'm talking about you trying to make an impression on your team. You trying to do something for your quarterback. You trying to turn your football club up. You got to make that catch, bro. That's a game-changing catch. This is your division rival. This is a close game. You on the road. I promise you, I feel like if you make that catch, you might win this game. That's a game-winning catch right there. Even though it ain't at the buzzer, a catch like that would have changed the whole trajectory of the game. Everybody would have responded off of that catch. If he'd have made that catch and took a big hit and stood up and signaled first down, man, this team would have been off the chains with it. But he did not. He failed to do so. He heard them footsteps. That's landlord opinion. Like I said, I don't go off nobody else's analysis. These are my thoughts and my thoughts only. My thoughts only represent me, not nobody else. But I feel like he heard them footsteps. It is what it is. He heard them footsteps. You got to bring them in for your quarterback, man. Sometimes you just got to make a great catch. So now look at this. Now look, I know people going to be like, it was a tough catch. Now look, that tough catch cost you a drive, right? But look, the Eagles went right down the field and scored. The Eagles went right down the field and scored. So now you're down. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you would have made that catch, we could have still been up, possibly. That would have been a scoring drive catch now. You would have got we would have at least got a field goal off that drive. Now the defense gave up a touchdown drive. Now you down. See, you got to sacrifice it sometimes. You got to know when it's time to make that heroic catch. When it's time to leave it all on the field. You got to be able to know that. You got to know that. I hate this play call right here. Y'all know I rock with Big Mike, but hey, this play call right here ain't gonna get it, sir. Trap. Look, I don't have narratives. I don't have agendas. I judge film honestly, because it's right there in your face. Listen, y'all know I rock with Big Mike. Big Mike Soprano is my guy. But to have that drive was already bad. It started out with a Jake Ferguson drop. Then the next play, I think this was 2nd and 15. Nah, I think one of them, I think we might have got a penalty. Let me see. I got to remember to put we got a penalty. The first play was a drop from Ferguson. This is 2nd and 15, and this what you do? Do what you do, Mike. And we down. See, it's not that big of a difference right now. We looking at it like, it's early in the game. It's a lot of time left. Bro, we are down. We can't be making play calls like this while we down and trying to catch back up. It's 2nd and 15 and you do a reverse? That's not a good play call right there, Mike. I got to hold you accountable on that one, Mike. Trap. I got to hold you accountable on that one, Mike. I got to hold you accountable on that one. That's a wasted down right there. You could have been trying to do a little hitch route or something to get you in a better down and distance. You did a reverse on 2nd and 15. I don't like that play call right there. That's just me. I don't like that one right there. I don't like that one right there, Mike. You know Mike. Y'all know Mike, my guy over here. We don't play about Big Mike over here. But hey, you got to hold that L on that one, Mike. This 2nd and 15, you down. You ain't got time to be doing stuff like that. You ain't got time to make a play like that while you down. You trying to make sure you get yardage. But this play right here kind of screwed me over too, man, because, you see Tony Pollard going to be open. But I'm finna show you why. Because a lot of people just talk about, they'll say, Dak missed him. I'm finna show you why. Look, Tony open right there. You want to know why Dak missed that? Tony was open on the Texas route right here. Check him out. Tony was open. But you want to know why? I'm finna show you from his point of view. He had this big ass dude in his face. He had this big ass dude in his face, man. Looking from Dak's perspective. Now, of course, we still higher up with this view. But if you was on the ground at Dak's perspective, you might not see Tony either. You might have not seen him either. Like, it's easy to say when we got a bird's eye view, but look what Dak see. He see this big dude in his face. Like, Dak like, oh, shit, he don't even see Tony. You know what I'm saying? He don't even see Tony right there. So, I'm not mad at that. I know a lot of people like, oh, Dak missed this, Dak missed that. You don't know what it is on that field. That perspective from the field is totally different. He see big 91 in his grill. That what he see. Zach got beat on one rep. That might have been the only rep that got beat. Zach Martin got beat on. But look, he see these big dudes in his face. Look how close Tony is. He don't see Tony right there. He can't see Tony. Like, it seems like, dang, I wish he would have seen him. But he didn't see him. Them dudes was in his face. So it is what it is, man. Sometimes what everybody know what the pressure do. The pressure mess you up. You know what I'm saying? And he had pressure. The pressure makes you miss touchdown passes. That's what it does. And they got interior pressure that messed up the throwing line right here. They got interior pressure that messed up the throwing line. Look at Jalen Carter right there. Look at 91 right here. I think that's Jordan Davis' number. Or is he 90? I don't know. That's Cox. I think that's Fletcher Cox. But look, you see that? They in the way. They in the throwing lane, and he got pressure. So that's right. That's the reason why he missed it. It look easy to read while you in the sky. That would be letting people know, bro. Like, a lot of people don't be knowing what they be talking about, bro. A lot of people don't know what they be talking about. They'll be like, oh, Dak missed this easy read. Yeah, it's easy for you because you got a bird's eye view, fool. Trap. Yeah, it's easy for you in hindsight because you got a bird's eye view. Those reads don't be as easy as people be making it out to be. And then they use those flawed logic arguments to say that Dak is not good because of that. See, that just show you people don't be knowing what they talking about, man. People don't be knowing what they talking about. When you look at that view from the field, it's a totally different view. It's a totally different view. From ground level, it look totally different. From ground view, it look totally different. We in the sky. That's what people fail to realize. We in the sky, sir. We in the sky. Of course it look easy from the sky. We get to see everything. But when you down on that field, it's a whole different view, bro. A lot of this stuff you don't see. So it's easy to critique a player in hindsight from the sky. Some people need to humble themselves. Some people absolutely need to humble themselves. Bro, we are in the sky. I don't even think people even take that into consideration. Even in this view, we're not that high. We kind of low right here, but we still ain't ground level. See what I'm saying? These are big human beings. Look how small they look. You know what I'm saying? We still high. So this is what people ain't realizing, bro. These are whole different views, whole different throwing lanes. And look at your quarterback sacrificing everything trying to make a play. Now, I know Philly went crazy with all the jokes about this play, man, but this right here symbolizes how number 4 is a warrior. And I never feel ashamed about my quarterback sacrificing it all. Do your thing, Dak. Go in there and make a play. Go out there and try to make a play. Dak put it all on the line. Dak left it all on the line this game. And I ain't mad at him, man. Salute the young Ryan Dakota, man. Trap. That man left it all on the field right there. He did. He probably could have hit Rico, but it was after the fact. You know what I'm saying? He was already deciding to run by then. He was already deciding to run then. And this play right here, 4th and 2. And then, you know, we finna get ready to be spin back gang in a second. So I appreciate everybody that's rocking with me. Oh, this the touchdown. No, it ain't. That's the Schoon play. Now, look. Check it out. We in the sky. That's what people need to realize. Look, Brandon Cooks he gonna open up late. He does. He wide open. But look at the pressure in Dak's face. The pressure already in his face. He trying to get the ball out. The pressure right there. Like, he ain't got time to look over there. Brandon Cooks looked like he was about the 3rd in progression. Now, if you want to point out a problem, maybe they should have had him in a higher priority in the progression. But look at Dak's head. You can see what he reading. He reading left. By the time he left, the dude already there. So, I mean, of course, everybody knows that's the whole reason. People be saying this stupid stuff. Hey, why Dak missed that play? Why he missed this receiver? Sir, don't you know the whole reason that a defense rush and blitz is so you miss wide open people? Trap. Bruh, the defense blitz so you can mess up stuff like that. It's all about time. And they like, hey, we gonna have open receivers, but is he gonna have time to make it? That's the whole relationship between a blitzing pass rusher and a quarterback. Are you gonna have enough time to read the field to find an open receiver or make a perfect or accurate throw? Are you gonna have the time to do that? That's the whole nature of blitzing a quarterback. So they like, oh, you missing these throws? Of course he gonna miss some throws because they blitzing. So you gonna miss some of them. But not only that, he made the actual throw that could have been a touchdown. But, you know, that was a questionable call. Schoonmaker got to get a little deeper in that route. Schoon got to get deeper in that route. He got to. And I would argue, why in the world, why didn't y'all reverse that in the first place? Why not have Scoon being the decoy and throw the ball to Jake Ferguson? That's what my question was. Then we know the veteran. We know the not veteran, but the second year player Jake Ferguson probably would have ran the route with the right amount of depth. Mike McCarthy said this was just details in the route. Schoonmaker didn't get enough depth, and that's what kind of screwed this play up. But why even have him in that position? Schoon could have been the one that's the decoy. They trying to surprise people. Like, nah, bro. If you would have reversed those roles right there, I know Jake Ferguson would have had the right amount of depth, and he probably would have been big enough to even still score that touchdown. So that's all I'm saying, man. We gotta stop doing the politickish stuff. What in the world made us even try to involve Schoonmaker in that moment right there? I don't know. That's something you gotta ask the coaching staff and the philosophy that they got going on. But listen, we gotta stop doing all this goofy stuff. That type of goofy stuff will get you an L. That type of goofy stuff is the cause of an L on the road right there. That's how you get an L on the road right there. And that's the stuff that actually went wrong when it came to this game right here against Philly. Trap. So, man, I know a lot of people feel like the sky's falling and we down and out. But, man, a lot of that stuff, we screwed that up. A lot of that stuff, the referees they didn't give us the right call right here or there. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of that stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'll take my chances the next go-round. I'll take my chances that Michael Gallup don't drop that critical third down pass. I'll take my chances that, Dak do find the hot route receiver in this play, in this critical situation. I'll take my chances that the referee might do give us a call here and there. I'll take my chances on my squad next go-round, next time around. You should still be confident in your football team, man. Do not let the mainstream media make you feel like your team is the worst team in football. The Panthers or somebody. Don't let them do that. Trap. Don't let them do that, man. But I'm gonna start. I know I got enough members now. Not enough, but I think it's a certain requirement. But I'm gonna start doing like stuff like this on my membership more often. So that's gonna be exclusive to the members. Stuff like that. I'm gonna touch on film from time to time, but if you want that type of exclusive content, we gonna start doing a lot more of that on the membership vibe. So that's what we gonna do. I'm gonna hash out some time. I probably do a vote for some of the members or something. Let me know what times. I'm gonna let you know the times that I'm available, and we gonna see the times that y'all want to do it. Let me know. What fourth and play? Dang, I got to get ready to do this show with West Coast now. So that's the only reason I stopped it. What's his name? Trey. I had some more on there too. But I got to do this 12 o'clock show. That's the only reason I kind of went over the time I had. Shout out to B-Bird with the $2 super. He said, did you speak on Mike getting chippy about Cook's questions? Yeah, I said that on Boss Cowboys show. And it's very discouraging. Like, I'm a big Mike supporter. That's my guy. But the way he got chippy like that, B-Bird, I kind of use like, you gotta think deeper about this. For Mike McCarthy to take offense to that, to me, it seemed like somebody is on his tail from up top. Because Mike didn't want to even be accountable for that. He like, what? He got an attitude. He like, don't be talking to me. It ain't my fault. Trap. Hey, B-Bird, Mike wasn't going for that. And that wasn't even no offensive question. I feel like Mike man, that ain't on me. Like, Mike was not trying to take accountability for that. So I feel like that might be some front office involvement. That's just my interpretation. Because I don't see Mike being that sassy, you know what I'm saying? That smart, that quick off a normal question. When somebody accuse you of something and you innocent, that's your response, B-Bird. Let me know if I'm right. When somebody accuse you of something and you ain't do it, that be your response. You get defensive automatically. You like, well, hold on, what you talking about? Like, Mike McCarthy got defensive immediately. So to me, it felt like that might be some of that influence. that domino effect coming down from that front office on Mike. That's what it felt like to me. Like Mike, like, hold on, who you talking? Like, just imagine somebody accusing you, and you know you innocent. Like Mike didn't even want to start the conversation. He like, hey, well, I just, man, my quarterback just did this and that, and I gotta come out here and answer questions about. Mike was pissed. So to me, it felt like Mike wasn't involved in that. It felt like that's some front office stuff that they overriding Mike or something with. It gotta be, cause ain't no way Mike McCarthy gonna be that defensive out the gate. That's just my opinion. That's my interpretation, B-Bird. And I said the same thing about Cowboys. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And I was thinking about starting to do a couple of night shows. So hey, the night shift people, let me know if you watching this on a rewatch. Let me know will y'all support this nefarious night sometimes, man. We might have nefarious nights coming up, man. You understand? Cowboys nefarious nights or something like that, man. So it won't be every night, but hey, if y'all support that, let me know. I might do it at least once a week, twice a week. We'll see how it go. So y'all let me know how y'all want to do that, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. I want to see my SBGs in the next show. We finna get ready to cook. Landlord from Alabama, HTM Sports, and West Coast Cowboy. You know the three amigos. We supposed to be doing a show right after this. So please spin back and y'all holla at your boy, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let them hate. Hey, let's get it. And they just in the way. Hey, let's go. And they just in the way. Hey. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.